summary of key points and reflective lessons. So now, let's return to the question we began with. That late night silence. The pain that seemed to have no cure. The feeling that maybe nothing could heal you. The forgotten Buddhist rule was never about escaping pain. It was about transforming your relationship with it. Pain was never the enemy. It was the messenger, guiding you back home to yourself. We explored this together, not identifying with pain, but watching it gently like clouds drifting across the sky, listening to what the body and heart are truly asking for, meeting suffering with compassion instead of resistance, and practicing presence through breath, gratitude, even the smallest gesture of touching your own heart. We also discovered the power of ritual, ending the day not with distraction or exhaustion, but with blessing. Whispering softly, "I bless this body, I bless this soul." It's more than words. It's an act of love. It's a reminder that your body is not just a machine, but a sacred temple. And your soul is not something broken, but something whole, waiting to be honored. Here is the lesson. When you stop fighting your pain and instead choose to love it with awareness, you unlock a healing deeper than medicine alone can reach. Presence becomes the true medicine. Compassion becomes the true cure. So, maybe the next time your body aches or your heart feels heavy, pause, breathe, listen, bless yourself, and notice how the weight begins to shift. If this message touched something inside you, let it continue its journey. Maybe share it with someone who carries their own quiet pain. Maybe leave a comment, tell us which part spoke to you most today. And if you'd like to walk further on this path of wisdom and healing, join us here at Buddhist Wisdom. Each video is a step, a reminder, a light along the way. Thank you for staying with me until the very end. May your body be at peace. May your soul feel whole. And may tonight be the beginning of a gentler, more healing journey with yourself. 6. Blessing Ritual. Imagine this for a moment. You've walked through a long day. Your body feels heavy. Your mind is scattered. And deep inside, there's that quiet ache, the kind that no medicine seems to touch. Most of us end the day by collapsing into bed, scrolling our phones, or simply trying to forget the weight we carry. But what if, instead of ignoring it, you ended the day with a blessing, not from anyone else, but from you to yourself? In Buddhism, there is a gentle teaching. Healing begins when we no longer fight our own body or reject our own soul. The body isn't your enemy. The mind isn't your enemy. They are both waiting for your blessing, like thirsty soil waiting for rain. Here is the ritual. It's simple, it's quiet, and it may change the way you end every single day. Sit in stillness, even for just 1 minute. Place your hands together over your heart. Close your eyes, and softly whisper, "I bless this body. I bless this soul." When you say these words, don't rush them. Feel your hands against your chest. Feel the rise and fall of your breath. Let your body know you see it. Let your soul know you honor it. This isn't just a phrase, it's a recognition. Your body has carried you through storms, through joy, through sleepless nights. Your soul has stayed with you through every failure, every success, every loss, every beginning. When you bless them, you're not pretending life is perfect. You're simply saying, "I accept you, I love you, and I allow you to rest." Many people spend their lives waiting for others to give them blessings. Parents, teachers, partners, even spiritual leaders. But the Buddha's wisdom reminds us, the deepest blessing must come from within. Because when you bless yourself, you finally stop searching for permission to be whole. The ritual is not an ending, it's a doorway. Each time you close the day with this small act, You begin a new relationship with your body, with your mind, with your very life. Think about it this way. If you water a plant with love, it grows stronger. If you bless your body with presence, it begins to heal. If you bless your soul with acceptance, it begins to shine. So tonight, when the world grows quiet, try it. Don't let the day end in exhaustion or distraction. End it with reverence. End it with compassion. End it with blessing. Place your hands on your heart. Whisper softly, I bless this body. I bless this soul. And then, notice how the silence feels different. Not empty, but alive. Not heavy, but light. This is not just the end of a day. It's the beginning of a life lived in harmony with yourself. 5. The forgotten medicine of presence. There is a medicine older than any pill, more powerful than any modern cure. Yet most of us pass it by every single day. It is not hidden in the mountains, nor locked away in sacred temples. It is found in the simplest of things, drinking a glass of water, taking a single breath, or placing your hand gently on your heart. This medicine is called presence. And though it seems so ordinary, it may be the most forgotten healing force of our time. Think of Emma. For years, she struggled with constant exhaustion. Doctors gave her treatments, tests, advice. Nothing seemed to last. Every sip of water she gulped down in a rush. Every meal eaten with her phone glowing beside her. Every breath shallow and unnoticed. Her body was alive, but it was starving for attention. One evening, exhausted after another long day, Emma sat quietly with a cup of warm tea. For the first time in months, she put the phone away. She held the cup in both hands. She watched the steam rise, and she took a slow, conscious sip. It was nothing extraordinary, but in that small act, she felt her body whisper, "Thank you, you see me." That is the forgotten medicine. It is not about what we do, but how we do it. A glass of water, when taken in presence, becomes like nectar for the body. A breath, when noticed deeply, becomes a prayer of peace. A hand resting over the heart can become a promise. I am here for you. The Buddha once said, if you want to know the miracle, it is to walk on this earth, fully present. Presence transforms the ordinary into sacred. It tells the body it is no longer invisible. It tells the mind it no longer needs to run ahead or cling to the past. It is the act of giving ourselves back to ourselves. Emma's healing did not come overnight, but day by day, she began living with presence. She ate slowly, tasted her food, felt the breath entering and leaving. She touched her chest with kindness before sleep, and slowly her exhaustion eased. Not because life became easier, but because she stopped abandoning herself in every moment. And maybe this is what your body has been waiting for too. Not another rush, not another fight, not another escape, but the gentle gift of your own attention. So tonight, when you drink water, pause. Notice its coolness. Notice how it touches your tongue, how it moves down, how it nourishes every cell. Let it be more than hydration, let it be medicine. Because presence is not just awareness. It is love in action. It is the way we tell our body, our mind, and our soul, I have not forgotten you. And when you live like this, the ordinary becomes holy. Every breath, every sip, every touch becomes healing. This is the forgotten medicine of presence. 4. Breath of silent gratitude. There is a moment, often unnoticed, that happens thousands of times a day. It is the breath. So ordinary, so constant, that we almost forget it's the very thread keeping us alive. But when the storms of life rise inside us, the breath becomes tight, shallow, restless. It mirrors the battles of the mind. The body feels unsafe. The heart feels heavy. And we are left wondering why peace seems so far away. I want to invite you into a practice that turns this forgotten rhythm into a doorway of healing. It's called the breath of silent gratitude. And it begins with just 3 simple phrases. As you inhale, whisper inside, I receive. Feel the air entering, as if the universe itself is offering you a gift. You are not forcing, you are not grasping. You are simply receiving what has already been given freely. As you exhale, say softly within, I let life flow. Release the tension, the grip, the need to control every outcome. Let your breath carry away what you no longer need to hold. Like a river flowing, it does not cling, it simply moves. And finally, with the next breath, affirm gently, I no longer need to fight. Let these words sink deep into your nervous system. For years, perhaps decades, your body has been bracing for battle, against stress, against pain, against itself. But in this moment, you are telling it, the war is over. This simple sequence rewires something profound inside. It tells the brain, it tells the immune system, you may rest now. It tells the heart, you are allowed to soften. Buddha once taught, peace comes from within, do not seek it without. And the breath of silent gratitude is how we invite that peace into every cell of our being. It is not about changing the world outside. It is about teaching the body and mind to stop fighting the world inside. Picture someone who has carried years of tension. Their shoulders tight, their jaw clenched, their nights restless. At first, they believe peace must come from solving every problem around them. But when they sit quietly, place their hand on their belly, and breathe with these words, I receive. I let life flow. I no longer need to fight. Something begins to change. The body softens. The heart feels lighter. The storm starts to calm. And so tonight, or the next time your chest feels heavy, remember this practice. You don't need a cushion. You don't need a perfect space. You only need a single breath. Whisper the words inside yourself. Let them echo softly, like ripples across still water. And notice how the body responds not with resistance, but with relief. Because every breath can become a prayer. Every inhale, a gift. Every exhale, a release. And in the silence between them, the body remembers what peace feels like. That is the healing power of the breath of silent gratitude. 3. Compassion ritual. The day is ending. The world grows quiet. But inside, your body may still carry the noise of everything that has happened. The deadlines. The conversations that left you unsettled. The aches that followed you from morning until now. Most of us crawl into bed with this weight still pressing on us. And without even realizing it, we treat our body like a servant, pushing it, demanding from it, judging it when it's tired, and resenting it when it feels pain. But tonight, I want to invite you into something different. A small ritual of compassion. A way to speak to your body as if it were a dear friend you had forgotten to care for. Close your eyes. Place one hand gently on your heart and whisper these words. My body, I'm sorry. I see you. I help you heal. Feel the weight of those words. My body, I'm sorry. Sorry for the times you ignored its signals. Sorry for the nights you robbed it of rest. Sorry for the stress you forced it to carry without a pause. I see you. This is the most healing gift of all. Because so often, our body suffers in silence. When you say, I see you, you are telling your own cells, your nerves, your tired muscles. You are not invisible anymore. And I help you heal. These words unlock something deep in the nervous system. They shift the body out of fight or flight, out of survival mode, into rest, repair, and restoration. This is the doorway to natural healing that modern science now confirms. Buddha once said, "You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection." This ritual is the way you embody that teaching. It is not just a prayer, it is a reconciliation, a reunion between you and the very vessel that carries you through this life. Imagine this scene. A child falls, scrapes their knee, and begins to cry. You wouldn't scold the child. You would kneel, hold them close, and whisper, "I see you. I will help you heal." Your body longs for that same tenderness. So tonight, before sleep, instead of scrolling through your phone, instead of carrying the day's unfinished stories, place your hand on your heart and practice this compassion ritual. Say the words softly. Let your breath slow down. Let your body feel seen. And notice how the tension begins to melt. Notice how the weight of the day begins to lift. This is how healing begins, not with force, but with forgiveness. Not with judgment, but with gentle attention. If you practice this each evening, you will find that your body starts to trust you again. It will rest more deeply. It will carry you more gracefully. Because at last, you are walking together, mind and body, reconciled in compassion. And as you drift into sleep, those final whispered words become a promise. My body, I'm sorry. I see you. I help you heal. 2. Healing phrase at dawn. Imagine this. The first light of dawn slowly spills through your window. The world is still half asleep, and for a brief moment, the mind is quiet, softer than it will be all day. This is the most powerful time to plant a seed. Buddhist monks often say that the mind at dawn is like fresh soil. Whatever you place there will grow roots and shape the way you walk through your day. And so, before the phone calls, before the noise, before the worries return, there is one phrase you can whisper to yourself, a phrase that carries the weight of ancient wisdom. It goes like this: My body is impermanent, but my light heals what suffers within me. Take a breath and let those words sink in. My body is impermanent. This is not a sad thought, it is a freeing one. It reminds us that pain, tension, sickness, even they are passing guests. Nothing that arises in this body is permanent. Even the heaviest suffering is like a cloud drifting across the sky. But my light heals what suffers within me. This is the second truth. Inside you, beyond bones and blood, there is a quiet flame. Call it awareness, call it soul, call it Buddha nature. It does not matter the name. This light has been there since the day you were born. It does not break. It does not age. And when you remember it, suffering begins to soften. You don't have to fight the pain anymore. You don't have to push it away. Instead, you let the light within you touch it gently, like the morning sun touching frozen earth until it begins to thaw. So tomorrow, when you wake, don't rush to grab your phone. Don't dive into yesterday's worries. Sit for a moment, breathe, and whisper this phrase: My body is impermanent, but my light heals what suffers within me. Say it once. Say it twice. Let it echo in your chest. Feel how it changes the way you carry your body, the way you breathe, the way you step into the day. At first, it may feel like just words, but keep repeating it each morning. Over time, it becomes a truth that lives inside you, a truth that reminds you, you are more than this pain. You are more than this fragile body. You are the light that heals. And here lies the beauty. When you walk into the day with that light shining, people feel it. Your calmness becomes their calmness. Your healing becomes a gentle medicine for the world around you. This is not just a morning ritual. It is a silent revolution. It is how you remind yourself every single day that while the body may bend and break, your true nature cannot be harmed. And when you live from that truth, healing is no longer just something you wait for. It is something you become. 1. Non-identification with pain. Maria sat on the edge of her bed, holding her lower back. The same sharp ache had been haunting her for years. She had tried everything: pills, diets, massage, even meditation apps, but the pain never left. Every morning, her first thought was, "I am in pain." 3 simple words, yet heavy enough to crush her spirit before the day even began. And this is where the forgotten Buddhist rule steps in. The monks call it the rule of non-identification with pain. It means you suffer, but you are not your suffering. You feel pain, but it is not you. Think about that for a moment. When Maria said, "I am in pain," her brain mapped pain into her very identity. Her nervous system tightened, as if preparing for war. But the moment she whispered instead, "Pain is passing through my body. It is not me. It is a cloud in my sky," something shifted. Her shoulders dropped. Her breath softened. Her body stopped fighting itself. The Buddha once said, "Pain is certain, but suffering is optional." What he meant is this: the sensation of pain may arise, but the story we attach to it, that's where suffering lives. When we merge our identity with pain, we lock ourselves in the prison of it. But when we see pain as a visitor, a messenger, a passing storm, the prison doors begin to open. Maria learned to greet her pain like an old guest at the door. Not to cling, not to push away, just to say, "I see you, I hear you, and I let you pass." The first time she tried this, the pain didn't magically vanish, but her relationship to it changed. And that was the beginning of her healing. Here's how you can practice the same. The next time discomfort rises, pause. Take one deep breath through your nose and say inwardly, "This pain is moving through me. It is not me." As you exhale, imagine the pain like a cloud drifting across a vast sky. You are not the cloud. You are the sky itself, wide, open, unshaken. This small shift calms the nervous system, lowers the inner fight, and allows the body to begin its natural healing. It may sound simple, but in simplicity lies the deepest wisdom. Maria's story is our story. Because how many of us wake up each morning thinking, "I am tired, I am stressed, I am broken." We chain our identity to our wounds without even noticing. And yet, the moment we unchain ourselves, healing begins. So remember, you are not your pain. You are the vastness in which the pain appears and disappears. And from here, the journey opens to something even more profound. The secret morning practice that monks use to reprogram the body at dawn. It's 2 a.m. The room is silent, but the body is screaming in whispers. A stiff shoulder that won't relax. A stomach tied in knots. A heartbeat racing for no reason at all. The doctors say the tests look fine. The medicine works for a while. Then the pain returns. And deep down, there's this quiet thought. Maybe nothing can heal me. But what if that pain isn't just physical? What if it's your soul trying to speak in a language you've forgotten how to hear? Buddhist masters once taught a simple, almost hidden rule. A rule so powerful that monks in remote monasteries used it to heal what medicine could not. This isn't about ignoring pain or pretending it doesn't exist. It's about meeting it in a way you've never tried before. And once you hear it, you may never look at your pain the same way again. Before we dive into this ancient teaching, let me pause for a second. If this message touches something inside you, if it feels like it's speaking directly to your life, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe, or even share it with someone you love who might need this. It's more than a click. It's how this wisdom continues to flow in a world that desperately needs healing. And it's also the most heartfelt way to say thank you to this channel, Buddhist Wisdom, for carrying these teachings forward. Now, let's return to that silence inside your body, that place where pain has lived for far too long. Because hidden in that silence lies the forgotten Buddhist rule, the one that can transform suffering into a doorway of healing.